Greetings from the Arcturians. This is going to be unlike any other Christmas message. As I'm going through my 40 days and 40 nights of prayers and meditation with God, with the universe, with the cosmos, with the planets and the planetary system. Because, as I said, the planets are not just dead objects floating in space. They are a system too. They are a system. And they have their own consciousness, including our own planet, planet Earth, also called Gaia or Mother Gaia or Mother Earth, because she's a feminine planet or a feminine planetary energy or a feminine consciousness, I should say. So I'm still going through my 40 days and 40 nights of prayer and meditation. And the enemy is still throwing heavy death magic at me day and night to kill me, to take me out, to get rid of me. And, it's still several people simultaneously, meaning at the same time, spiritually attacking me. But, I keep getting the message that Pope Francis is still spiritually attacking me and is still throwing heavy death magic at me to get rid of me because I'm exposing his truth too. Or I already have exposed his truth here on my channel too. So he's still throwing heavy death magic at me. And I think I've mentioned this before, but he's using witch coven of 22, like 22 members, 22 people, 22 witches with a head witch to, spiritually attack me and throw death magic at me. Day and night, every day, every night. Still, I wonder if they'll take a break on Christmas Day. I doubt it. Because as I woke up this morning, I am still under heavy spiritual attack. But I am being talked to by God, by the universe, by the cosmos, by the stars, star beings, and by the planets. And, it's just, there's some harsh realities that we of the 144,000 need to face and deal with at this time of the end times and judgment day times, because cycles are coming to an end. Our soul cycles are coming to an end, and karmic cycles that we have been stuck in for lifetimes with people are coming to an end, and we are supposed to put those karmic cycles to an end in this lifetime. And I'm also getting the message that some of my soul family, soul tribe, they are struggling this Christmas. Now I know my twin flames are watching me, and my other soul family and soul tribe of the 144,000 are watching me here. And you know, if you have a good, supportive and loving family, and you are all good with each other, then that's good. But some of us don't have that. Or it's more like it's all good when it's good, but the moment we of the 144,000 in particular start having our spiritual awakenings and Kundalini awakenings, same thing, spiritual awakening, Kundalini awakening, soul awakening, same thing. But the moment we start having our spiritual awakenings and Kundalini awakenings, and we start changing and we start shifting, and to the point, you know, over time, to the point where our own family members and our own spouses would be unable to recognize us, because they'll be like, who are you? Because I've known you since XYZ, or I've known you since childhood, or I've known you since I don't know how many years ago, and you were not like this. But now you are a completely and totally changed person. Like, who are you? I don't know you. You are a completely different person to me now, because that's what happens when we go through our spiritual awakenings and Kundalini awakenings and soul awakenings. We become unrecognizable. We change and we shift so much that we become unrecognizable to our own families, to our own family members, to our own spouses, and anyone else who has been close to us. And they don't understand that. They are unable to understand that, and they're unable to understand what's going on with us, or why we're changing so much, or why we have changed so much to the point that they cannot even recognize us, because we're not the same anymore. We're not the same person that they knew since childhood, or that they knew since from, you know, years ago. Because we change that much to the point of we're unrecognizable to our own family members and to our own spouses and to the people close to us. That's what a spiritual awakening and a Kundalini awakening will do to you, or does to us. And then what happens? Because these family members and our spouses, our partners, our distant relatives or close relatives or friends and colleagues and just people close to us who have known us for years, who have known us since childhood, or who have known us for years, because they don't understand the change within us, they start getting in our way. If they are not loving and supportive, then, and most of the time, because they are unable to understand what we are going through, because we are going through a spiritual awakening and we're shifting and we're changing, and they don't understand that, so they start getting in our way. Now, these are our own family members. These are our own families. These are our own family members. These are our own spouses, and anyone else who could be, in close proximity to us in whatever way, in whatever sense. So they start getting in our way because they don't understand what's going on with us and why we are shifting and changing so much. And why do we want to do the things we want to do? Why do we want to do our soul missions, for example? Because when we start having a spiritual awakening and a Kundalini awakening, we start becoming aware of our soul missions. We start becoming aware of what we are here to do at the soul level, not on just the human level, but of course the human level, and the human is there too. Our human is there too, but we start awakening to our soul missions and what we are here to do at the soul level. And then it's the kind of thing that these family members and these spouses are unable to understand, because it's pretty much like going against the grain. Because we are here for a much bigger purpose. We are here for a much bigger calling that these people will never be able to understand. And because our own family members, our own spouses, and people close to us, because they are spiritually asleep still, they have no remembrance of past lives. They have no remembrance of what may have gone down in our past lives and what they may have done to us in past lives. And then what they could be repeating in this lifetime again towards us. They have no idea, they have no clue, they have no awareness, they have no remembrance of past lives. So they're here in this lifetime again repeating the same BS towards us that they've been repeating and doing to us in past lives too. And so they're here in this lifetime with us again, repeating the same BS towards us again in this lifetime too. And they don't remember because they're still spiritually asleep. But we have awakened spiritually. And I know that I've been given remembrance of past lives, of my past lives. And I know that some of my Muslim family members, well, we are Muslims in this lifetime because that was the dynamic we were all born into in this lifetime. But I've been given remembrance of some of my past lives, or my soul's past lives, and these family members and this Muslim family dynamic, or just this family dynamic that I was born into this lifetime, with these family members around me. And, I didn't even realize that I was stuck in a family dynamic where some of them have actually killed me in a past life or in past lives. My own siblings in this lifetime have killed me in past lives. And then they repeated the same thing towards me in this lifetime too. They tried to kill me through black magic and death magic in this lifetime too. Why? Because I started doing this work and they didn't like it, to the point where they were willing to kill me again this lifetime too. But of course, they don't remember that, because they don't remember their past lives, because they are not awake spiritually. But that's not an excuse. It's just that because I am awake spiritually, because I've gone through my spiritual awakening and or my Kundalini awakening and my soul awakening. So I've been given remembrance of my past lives and what people around me, who were supposed to be and are supposed to be my family members, my siblings, my spouses, and how they have killed me in past lives. And how they went on repeating the same towards me this lifetime too, that they've tried to kill me this lifetime again. But this lifetime is different. I'm not supposed to get killed in this lifetime, as I said, because we are ending these karmic cycles, even with our own families, our own spouses, because we are stuck in these karmic cycles, and these people are not changing, they are not growing, they are not evolving. So we've got to get ourselves out of these karmic cycles and this karmic loop that we have been stuck in with these people for lifetimes. And this is what they keep doing towards us, and this is what they keep doing to us, and keep repeating lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. But we've got to get ourselves out of this now. We've got to get ourselves out of this karmic loop that we've been stuck in with these people for lifetimes. We've got to get ourselves out of it this lifetime. So, if any of you who are part of my soul family, my soul tribe, who are my twin flames, and who are part of the 144,000, and you are struggling with your family and your spouses this Christmas, and you are feeling suffocated and you don't even want to be there, I'm telling you why. This is the reason why. Because you are stuck with these people in karmic cycles, in a karmic loop for lifetimes. And you need to get yourself out of these karmic cycles and this karmic loop. You must get yourselves out of these karmic cycles with these people that you're stuck in, with these people who are supposed to be our families, our family members, our spouses, but they're getting in the way. They're getting in our way, which means they're getting in the way of our soul missions, which means they're getting in the way of us coming together and answering our higher calling. Do you really want me to say that? And I'm getting a yes, because they keep reminding me of this, and they actually, and by they I mean the Arcturians, are actually, and Krishna for Hindus, who is the same soul as Prophet Muhammad for Muslims, who is the same soul as Matthew from the Bible for Jews and Christians. But he is Krishna for you, Anil. And yes, I'm speaking to Bollywood's Anil Kapoor right now, and they keep reminding me of saying this to you. They want me to say this to you. They are guiding me to say this to you. So that's why I'm saying it. And that's why I just, explained the whole thing. You, Anil, you are stuck in a karmic cycle with your spouse, with your wife, that you need to get yourself out of in this lifetime. That's the message. I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news, as I'm sure your wife, your spouse will hate me for this if she's watching or if she gets to know. She is? Okay, I don't know. She could be watching too, or she may end up watching this video. I don't know. But that's the thing. That's why, most people, or if not most people, many people would hate me because I speak the truth. And sometimes the truth is harsh and even ugly. But it is the truth. And the truth is the truth. Even when it's harsh and even when it's ugly. So what am I supposed to do? And I have to deliver the message that they're asking me to deliver and that they're guiding me to deliver. So that's for you, Anil. And if they're asking me to deliver this message to you, then there must be a reason. There must be a good reason. And as I said, that's why I've explained and talked about everything that I've just talked about in this video. We are stuck in karmic cycles with our own families, with our own spouses, and we must get ourselves out of this karmic cycle and this karmic loop. This lifetime. This is the lifetime that we must do this. And especially if these people, our own families, our own family members, our own spouses are getting in our way and are getting in the way of our soul missions, our higher calling. They are getting in the way of us coming together and answering our higher calling. Then they must go. I'm sorry to say this, but that is the harsh and ugly truth. And these people are not going to like it. But somebody has to deliver that message too. And that somebody has to be me, because I am the bearer of truth. But, to these people, I am the bearer of bad news, I guess. I am the bad guy, because to these people, I would be, the bad guy. They're going to hate me for this. But this is what I am being asked to and what I am being guided to do by God, by the Arcturians. So, I'm delivering the message for you guys too. Because, as a human being and as a woman, I was like, why Anil Kapoor and his wife? I mean, they are at the age that they are, and she is at the age that she is. Just why? But the answer that I was getting is that it doesn't matter. These karmic cycles need to end. We need to put an end to these karmic cycles. We must put an end to these karmic cycles that we are stuck in with these people. No matter if they are family in this lifetime and or other lifetimes, in previous lifetimes, and no matter if they are our spouses. They are keeping us stuck. They are keeping us from coming together and answering our higher calling and our soul missions. They are getting in the way. They are getting in our way. And they are getting in the way of our soul missions and our higher calling. So they must go. If they have to go. And anyone else who's getting in our way must go too. Because we have a much bigger calling that we must answer and we must do. We must come together and we must answer our higher calling. And these people, it doesn't matter if they are our families, our family members, our spouses, and people close to us, they don't understand that. And they may never understand that. So they're getting in the way. So they must go. Unless, of course, they want to change their minds and they want to actually stand by our sides and support us, then they can stay. Or, you know what? It's up to all of you because all of you have your free will. I'm just delivering the message and I'm just giving it to you all straight. I'm just telling you how it is and what we are all stuck in, and that, you know, we are all stuck in karmic cycles and in a karmic loop with these family members and with these spouses and people close to us. And this lifetime, we must get ourselves out of these karmic cycles with these people who we call family and spouses and people close to us. If they are unable to understand our soul missions, our higher calling, and they are unable to stand by us and stand in our corner and support us with our soul missions and with our higher calling, then they must go. It's as simple as that at this point in this lifetime. And it doesn't matter who it is. As I said, these are our close family members or family and spouses and, you know, relatives, people close to us. And let me repeat myself. If they are willing to understand our soul missions and our higher calling from God, from the universe, from the Arcturians and our star families and our star ancestors, if these people close to us, whether they are our family, family members, our spouses, you know, close relatives, people close to us, if they are unable to understand our soul missions and our higher calling, and they are unable to stand by us and stand in our corner and support us with that, with our higher calling, then they're just going to keep getting in the way. They're just going to keep getting in our way. They're just in the way then. They're just in our way. But if they decide to understand, and if they decide to stand by us and support us with our higher calling and our soul missions, they will be making things easier for themselves. Let's just say that, in terms of, not in terms of this worldly setting, not in terms of this material world that we're living in, this physical material world, but in terms of their spiritual life, in terms of their souls, their spirit, and their afterlife. They'll be making things easier for themselves in that sense, if you know what I mean, and if they know what I mean, because this is something that they need to sit down with themselves and think about and reflect on. Because how long is this life of this temporary world is going to last? This is not forever. This worldly life is temporary. It's going to come to an end. We're all going to die someday. And then what's left? The afterlife? When are these people going to start thinking about their afterlife? They need to start thinking about their afterlife now. Now is the time. And that's why they need to understand our soul missions and our higher calling. And that's why they need to stand by us and support us with all of this instead of getting in our way. Because by getting in our way, they're not doing any favors to themselves in terms of their spiritual life and in terms of their afterlife. If you know what I mean. But since everybody has free will, because God has given us all free will, and all of you have your free will, so it's up to you to decide what you want to do with these family members and spouses and people close to you who are getting in your way. It's up to you what you want to do with them. And if you want to talk to them, if you want to sit down and talk to them and see if they'll understand and see if they'll come around. But if not, then it's still up to you to decide what you want to do with them. And what you want to do with that situation. But that's why I've told you everything I've told you in this video message. And that's why I've explained some things here. So now you will be in a better position to make that decision, to make that free will choice for yourselves. Because now you are informed. So you'll be able to make an informed decision. You'll be able to make an informed choice. And whoever's gonna hate me after this message, then go ahead. I'm used to people hating on me. I'm used to people hating me. And actually, I'm used to people doing a lot more to me than hating. So go ahead. If you want to hate me, if you want to hate on me because I am speaking the harsh and ugly truth because it needs to be spoken at this time, then go ahead. Hate me. You know? But I gotta speak the truth. And I've got to get ourselves out of these karmic cycles and this karmic loop that we are stuck in for lifetimes. And also because we do not deserve it. We are good people. We do not deserve it. We do not deserve all this BS and drama and our own people getting in our way and getting in the way of our soul missions and our higher calling and keeping us stuck in these karmic cycles and in this karmic loop with them. When we have a bigger mission on this planet and we have a higher calling, we need to answer right now at this time, because it's time for us to answer our higher calling now. We're gonna leave it here for this one. Have a lovely Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Over and out.